The largest women's-only tennis tournament in North America has been coming to Charleston for over 20 years. I'm Witte on Daniel Island ahead of the Credit One Charleston Open, serving the hard-hitting questions to Director of Tennis for Pay Academy, Cagle, about how the sport works and what you can expect from the level of competition. Chris, with this tournament being one of the biggest tournaments in the United States, what can people expect from the level of competition?
You're going to see some of the best players in the world. Many of the players in the field have been top 10 in the world, have won Grand Slams, multiple Grand Slams. So if you want to see world-class tennis in a great city and a great environment, it's going to be a fun time for everybody to come out. Multiple Grand Slam winners, Sloane Stephens, Madison Keys, Simona Halep are playing, as well as some local players. It's a super strong field. It's world-class tennis. It'll be in a brand new stadium. So a lot of excitement.
How many matches will be played during those 8 days?
There'll be 90 matches over that time, so it'll be a lot of tennis. Part of that's the qualifying draw, part of it might be doubles, but main draw singles as well.
The most confusing thing about the sport of tennis is the scoring. How does it work?
To win a game, you've got to win it by 2 points. You got love, 15, 30, 40, those first 4 points. If you have 3 points and I have 3 points and we both have 40, that's deuce. And then it's going to ping pong back and forth until one of us has an advantage of 2 points. So that would be one game. A set's made up of the first 1 to 6, win by 2. Could be 7-5 or could be 7-6 with a tiebreaker. To win a game, you've got to have a 2-point advantage, and to win a set, for the most part, you've got to have a 2-game advantage. That's an easier way of thinking about it.
The competition on the court is going to be the absolute best, but maybe the competition, people who are standing in the stands, haven't played before, and they want to know what they can expect when it comes from just understanding how serving work, forehand, backhand. Can you teach us some of that?
Let's do it. With the forehand, what we're going to work on today is we're going to work on, as you make contact, that you have the racket face square. We don't want it pointed up or else the ball's going to go too high. So I'm going to get you to turn sideways a little bit more. There you go. One hand, left hand only. We're going to go bounce hit. You can hit a little bit harder than that.
Okay. I think I kept it in too. There we go. Now onto the backhand. A little different, a little more tricky. What are your tips?
Sure, and you've got options on the backhand. You can hit it with one hand or 2 hands. We're gonna have you try it with 2 hands today. Left hand's on the bottom, right hand's on top. We want the racket face to be square at contact, and we want a low to high swing. I'm gonna have you turn sideways.
Okay.
There you go. If you had a belt on, your belt buckle's pointing that way towards the stadium. Low to high. Here we go, you got it. A little bit more follow through. There you go.
Perfect. It's out, but that's okay. You didn't see that. The third stroke is the volley. What are your tips?
Okay, so the volley is going to be played up closer to the net. So since you're closer to your opponent hitting, you don't have as much time to take the racket back and hit it. So I'm gonna toss it to you on forehand volleys. I'm gonna have you hit it out in front and more block it back to me.
This is probably my favorite one.
Do you like that one?
Yeah. I feel like it has more power behind it. Lastly, how you start a tennis match is by serving it into the opposite box on the opposite side of the court. How do you do it?
So we're gonna work on you reaching up at contact, being extended, and just like the ground stroke or the forehand where we want the racket facing where the ball's gonna go, we racket pointing towards the box that you want to go here at contact.
How far should I throw it up?
You wanna toss it up just slightly higher than you would make contact, so probably about 3 or 4 feet. Just nice and easy.
Nope, not yet. We'll get there if it takes all day.
See, that was strong. You actually don't have to hit it that hard. There you go. Awesome.
Thank you so much for all of the help when it comes to learning tennis and what we can expect from the tournament happening in April. And who knows, maybe if someone gets injured, they could sub us in, and maybe if you're learning some tips at home, you could get on the court too. You are going to love the competition that's happening in the Low Country. And tickets start at just $10. For Fox 24 News Now, I'm Witte.